All is as it is. Greetings, my human friends. This is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien. Indeed, all is as it is. But that necessarily doesn't mean that people are happy with that situation. Humans are not happy with their state of existence. Humans, eventually, if they have the capacity and the fantasy to contemplate the circumstances and the eventual ending of life, people who have that capacity start eventually worrying. Here I am, living, and I have pretty much no control over it. Nor can I prolong it or shorten it in a painless and relieving way. You didn't ask to come into existence. Eventually then you became conscious, and after a playful time, if you were lucky as a child, came to realize that the journey of life will end in disaster or death. And whatever comes after is a closed book to you. And whatever comes until then is of uncertainty. It is rather uncontrollable, and in most cases out of your own hands. This usually is the point of time when you start looking into religions more intensely. You look into philosophies. You may even start to meditate or do yoga, change your diet, look for a wise man, some kind of a guru maybe, or priest, somebody you can listen to, somebody who you can ask for advice. Always in the hope that the one you are asking knows more about the subject of living than yourself. And through their advice, or maybe certain methods of behavior, you may overcome that what is life itself. Well, do I have bad news for you? Nobody is capable of overcoming life, overcoming him or herself. That is the bad news. No matter how much you meditate and how much you pray to a certain God, you will, after the prayer and the meditation or certain exercises, always find yourself back there where you started, confronted with your own self, confronted with your doubtful mind and fears. And eventually, after maybe years of trying different methods, giving your hands into the hands of a God, let him decide what may happen to you. Or you're trying to listen to a guru who tells you this or that. You find out you will always be yourself, no matter what. And there is a certain beauty in it. Eventually, when you succumb and give up on all the tries of changing that what is, the reality of self. Once you give up on trying and you say, no matter what I do, it don't work, it might as well be good to just accept. And in this moment of acceptance, and saying, okay, I am for a while longer, and I am the way I am, and I have certain strengths and certain weaknesses. I have to know about them, and I have to live with them. And that maybe in this moment, maybe you may really have overcome yourself. Only by not only realizing that you are and cannot help it, but also accepting the fact of it, there is a great chance. The chance of finally understanding that you cannot be anything else than what you have been all along. Just a human being, part of the all, having to do the part of the all, and eventually in a natural way passing on. This is real wisdom. And no matter how wise a man was, and even if it was Jesus or Buddha or anybody else or a big philosopher, they finally, if at all, found peace in the moment of giving up on the struggle of overcoming. There's a beauty in defeat. There's a beauty in being defeated by your own nature and eventually sitting back and letting go. Letting go of all the obstacles you put in your own way by trying to be anything and everything but yourself. And finding the beauty in it. The beauty in being you. With all the weaknesses and with all the strength you have. And there's another chance in it. The chance by knowing that there is no way out of yourself, you may even take on a little exercise which comes naturally into your mind then. The exercise of observing your own actions, observing your own mind, and by observing, learning all about you and having a certain distance to that what is going on within. There you may, by not trying and fighting your nature and your vices, there just by observing the one you are, just there might be the chance of overcoming yourself by being yourself. Rudolf of Germany.